If you're tired of doing hours of boring, mindless Zone 2 cardio, this is the video for you. I'm ashamed to admit it, but for most of my adult life, I've absolutely hated cardio. But I also understand that whether we're talking about high-level athletes or our gym pop clients, Zone 2 cardio is a critical piece of the conditioning puzzle. So I have sought out any way fathomable to make this a little bit more fun and exciting. So today I've got 3 ways that we can make your Zone 2 cardio not just tolerable, but downright fun. And beyond our 3 things, there's also one big mistake that I don't want you to make that we're gonna cover at the end as well. Now, before we dive into the video, take 2 seconds out of your day, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you know each and every week when a new video drops. Now, let's dive into our Zone 2 cardio. Okay, so the first way you can make your Zone 2 cardio more fun is to employ what I call the Circuit City method. And very simply, this is just doing circuits instead of mindlessly pounding away on any sort of cardio machine. So the way I'll tend to set this up is just lower, upper core. I'll just create some sort of alternating, basically like quad set or giant set, whatever you want to call it. And we're just alternating between lower body and upper body activities. So you can see maybe we do a prowler or a sled, then we follow that up with a med ball throw. Then we hop on the spin bike or we do some step ups. Then we pop in, do some battling ropes, hit some core, and we just go through this in a continuous fashion to make sure that we're keeping our heart rate up. Okay, so the second way you can make your Zone 2 cardio more fun is by employing the Weekend Warrior method, which if you're anything like me, you'd still love to get out and get buckets and move around. One of my favorite apps for this is actually Home Court. Great for just figuring out different ways, work on your ball handling, work on your shooting. Anything that you can do that makes you feel fun and athletic again is an awesome activity. So maybe it's getting buckets, maybe it's dribbling a soccer ball or juggling a soccer ball, maybe it's passing a volleyball. It doesn't matter what it is, anything that gets you moving and gets your heart rate up would absolutely qualify for a great Zone 2 cardio method. All right, so the third and final way you can make your Zone 2 cardio more fun is to do what I call the cardio swap. Now, I can't sit on a spin bike for 45 minutes to an hour, can't walk on a treadmill for that long. So instead, what I'll do is just find ways to cycle through them. So maybe I'll spend 5 or 10 minutes on the spin bike, then I'll pop off. I'll get 5 to 10 minutes in on the rower, 5 to 10 minutes there, and then pop over and I'll get on the elliptical. I find if I break it up, it not only is less monotonous, but it's way more enjoyable and I just get through the session, feels like that much faster. All right, so one big mistake that people make when they're trying to get into that Zone 2 range is heavy strength training. Now, you can do circuits where it's light and fluid and athletic, but heavy strength training actually does the opposite. It jacks your blood pressure up, it jacks up your sympathetic nervous system, and it might jack your heart rate up as well, but it's not for the reasons that you want it to. So when you're going through this stuff, don't use heavy strength training as a means for Zone 2. Make sure you're choosing one of the methods that I've shown you here today because I guarantee you're gonna get better results. All right, so that does it for today's video. But before you go, I got a quick question. What type of cardio do you like best? I'd love to hear from you in the comments because if you like it, chances are I might like it as well. Second, before you leave, if you wanna check out one of my favorite forms of conditioning, it's called high intensity continuous training. You can find it in this video right here.